is damp. The hammock is damp. Quilt's damp. Tarp is wet. Slept good. Slept great, actually. So warm and toasty. No view. At least not from here. We'll go up to the summit and see if there's a view up there or not. Morning. You want out? Yep, it's still foggy in it. I unzipped Sally's tent and let her out. And she's just looking at me like, you expect me to get out in this mess? Morning. Morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Keep that over there. Keep it over there. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. These Alpha socks by Farpoint, they are great because like my feet were warm all night. My socks completely dried out every time because I got up to use the bathroom like a couple times, and my feet got wet because obviously my shoes are still wet, and my socks dried out. It's awesome. But no camp shoes, so I gotta put my feet back in the wet shoe. But we'll get up and go up to the summit, Blood Mountain, come back, and then I don't know, I just keep hoping this cloud or fog will lift and we'll get a view. But we'll come back, get our snacks out for the day. I think I'm gonna skip coffee because I'm worried it'll upset my stomach since I didn't have much food on it. So I'll have to skip my coffee this morning. But I think we'll go ahead and stay out here another night because I really don't want to do like 12 miles, 2,300 feet, and still have to drive 2.5 hours home. So I'm not quite ready for that this year. I'm not there yet. But yeah, so we'll try to go about 6 or 7 miles today and camp. Maybe set up, hopefully we get there a little bit early and we can set up and kind of get some of this dried out, or at least set up before any more rain moves in. But let's get up and get moving. Moisture on my quilt right now. Anyway, we will head up to Blood Mountain. Pretty sure this is how we came in. This way. So this is how I first spotted this campsite. Was I came out here, I think, last time. Yeah, and saw it. Yeah, so that's definitely it. But I seemed like it was more grassy last time. Anyway, keep going up to the summit. It's not far. I don't even think it's a 1/10 of a mile. So you got like another little overlook here. Kind of overlooking. There's really not a ton of space here for hammocks. How did I get up here? Oh gosh, that's slippery. Okay. See, right in here's a campsite. Looks like this is at 0.05. Kind of small, rocky. You could probably hang a hammock here between this tree and that tree over there, maybe. This is a cool rock feature. Oh, there's the privy. So this is it. 0.09. I'll walk down because I didn't see this last time. Of course, last time we was up here, there was a ton of people. Well, at least there's a door. So they don't even offer like the composting material. Throw a small handful of wood chips, but there's no wood chips to be thrown. Okay, walk over here. I don't remember this over here either. I wonder if this is a campsite here on the left. There's just little side paths every which way. There's paths going down there. Like where? The shelter. Wait, is that blue sky? Am I seeing things? We're at the summit where the shelter is. But we'll walk down to these little overlooks. I declare, it feels like it might probably burning off a little bit. Oh, that would be so nice if the sun came out. We'll keep going. I might stop back by here if it clears off. Over there's like a little campfire ring. You can tell people probably had a fire here. Oh, check that out. That's cool. That's so cool in the fog. I don't like all the dampness my gear is right now, but fog definitely adds a sense of mystery to things. We'll keep going out to maybe one or two of these little overlooks and then return to camp, pack up. So now right here's a good spot. Right here in the grass. I think I could have hammock hung here. Hang between this tree and this trunk here. Had a nice grassy area instead of the mud field I'm on. 0.17. So yeah, that's super nice. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Because I'd like to come up here and do like Slaughter Creek and stuff like that. Do a loop down to Lake Winfield Scott and all that. So right in here's a kind of a small campsite here. Pretty well protected. I don't know if I could get my hammock in here or not. This is pretty tight fit. But definitely could fit a tent right there, a small tent. But you see how rocky this area is, so it's no wonder that it's hard to get stakes in the ground. So, right in here's another nice campsite. Really nice campsite. A little more exposed to the wind here, 0.21. But you got good trees here for hanging. Got a little fire pit right there. I tell you what, for them saying no wildfire, campfires in Blood Mountain Wilderness, there's plenty of rings. It feels like it's lightening up. Man, it'd be so awesome if it clears off. So you can see they've had a fire here too. But yeah, you can definitely hang here for sure. Because you can probably hang here to here, or maybe here to there. Like I said, you definitely got a little more wind exposure here though. A little area there for a tent. Man, I'm gonna be over the moon if that sun comes out. Okay, that's how we came down. Seems like there's one more viewpoint. That's that same campsite, I believe. We were in a minute ago. But I still haven't seen, I don't remember if I saw it last time or not, but I didn't see it this time. It's the summit marker, like an elevation marker for Blood Mountain. Didn't see one. See, and like this was like a big view. And then the trail, I think, goes down there. So, I'm pretty sure this is like one of the last like views you get. Let's see where this goes. Little campfire, no ring of any kind. Yeah, there's blue sky. I think we'll sit here and wait and see if it clears out or not. Man, it's so pretty. So I was wandering around up here while the GoPro was doing the time lapse, and there's a super nice campsite. Now it's sheltered, you don't have any kind of view, but it's absolutely awesome little campsite. I think I went this way because I went like kind of down and around. Let's go this way, but we'll go this way. So I can't really give you an accurate pinpoint because I've been walking around, but basically you go this way. So you walk down the rock face, come around at the bottom of the rock face, take a left. Ouch. And here you are. Nice tent site here. You could probably fit a hammock in here somewhere, but like really nice. Got a nice little sheltered fire ring. Honestly, you could probably set up a tent probably somewhere right in here. I'm assuming that comes back out on that rock, but you could set a tent here. So there's that fire pit thing. So this is kind of on a slant, but definitely set up a tent there. Also, you might be able to set up a hammock between maybe this tree and like maybe over there if you got long enough straps. Also, there's just kind of little paths every which way in here, so looks like you could probably set up another tent maybe right in here. Rock outcropping area. Huh. I don't think there's a tent site down there though, so we'll go back up. Like I said, it's just kind of sprawling. There's just little trails every which way. So that's how we just came down. So you could probably set up like a small tent here. Probably set up a hammock maybe. And then you can go back over to the trail that way. Like I said, I mean, there's just trails everywhere, so you could probably just wander around here for a while. Anyway, we'll go back up and go back to camp, do all our morning stuff, and try to get packed up. So like I say, everything's kind of damp and wet, so I'm gonna try to dry everything off best I can and hit the trail. So here we are back out on the AT. So you come out like right below where you just went into the woods. So there's where we went into the woods at. Anyway, we'll head back to camp. just little trails everywhere. So you probably cowboy camp right here. That's so cool. We're back up here by the shelter at 0.64. So we'll just head back to camp. I don't think it's gonna clear off, not anytime soon. It's already like 8:30 or something, so we kind of need to get back to camp. And so 0.74, we have returned to camp. So the tarp is pretty well soaked, but like under here my hammock seems to have dried out some, but my underquilt is still damp. So, and it's funny because it's only this end of it, so I guess just the moisture coming up. I'm taking over Sally's dog tent this morning. And I'm just going to try to get ourselves packed up here. Maybe the sun will come out. Feels like it's lightening up some. Alright, we got camp all packed up. So, Sally, we're not going that way, baby. I hate we didn't get to see the view, but maybe another time. And I probably won't do Sally cam today because the thing came unglued. So, I don't know if I'll do much Sally cam today. Just because I have a feeling she's going to be shaking a lot and I don't want to be having to go back and forth. So, like I said, really nice campsite. And there is a view here typically, so time to hit the trail. So we're going to go, I guess I really haven't discussed the plan today. The rough plan is to go out to Coosa Bald, which really isn't much of a bald, and either camp, I think allegedly there's a campsite near Coosa Bald, or we'll hike down the ridge a little bit and camp at Calf Stomp or something like that. So I think we showed that yesterday. Anyway, so that's kind of the rough plan. I think it's like maybe 6 miles or so roughly, but I can't remember if that was including going up to Blood Mountain and back. But what I'm tracking right now does not include what we did this morning. And my two tracking apps are kind of on different wavelengths. Like one app measured almost a mile and the other one was like maybe 3/4 of a mile or something. So I really don't know how much I did this morning, but anyway, so I just started it fresh from the campsite for the rest of the day. Hopefully the fog breaks up after a while. That'd be nice. And I will note too, I also did a breakfast bar this morning. It was the chocolate almond coconut bar by Monk Foods. Not super high calories, like 130 calories, but I was trying to save my higher calorie for maybe tonight. We'll see. I've got another bar here, and then I've got, I think, 2 more bars for like tomorrow or tonight. But I think, I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see. I should have enough food of some sort. I was joking with a friend last night. I was like, maybe if I find a fork or something where people like just leave, you know, you see crap all over the place anyway. So if I find a fork, sanitize it and like boil it in water. I don't know if I would actually do that. I don't know. That sounds gross saying that out loud. But he was like, just whittle a stick. I'm like, I'm not whittling. I'm not a good whittler. I would just end up stabbing myself and then have it even worse, have an injury on top of everything else. So anyway, I say we'll just show y'all the way. I really don't know what we'll see today. I know we go kind of like you go around Slaughter Mountain. They said you can kind of bushwhack to go up to the summit, but at this point I'm really not, I don't care to like peat bag or whatever. So we'll see. I mean, if it looks like a clear path up to like the summit, maybe I might throw it in, but I think Slaughter and Wildcat, I think, are the 2 summits kind of between Coosa, but the biggest climb today, I think, is up Coosa. So yeah, but luckily, I mean, we're not doing too many miles today, I don't think, so hopefully my bars and gummies and all that get me through today. So it's funny, I just talked to a guy, he's coming up the trail, and he was like, just a little ways down the trail, it was sunny. It's like, I kind of wonder if I'd stayed at that campsite I saw last night, if it would have been as foggy and as wet as what it was up here. But that was the decision I made, so we'll go with it. But I like that campsite, but I just hate we didn't get any kind of views. Like at some point last night, like the stars kind of came out, but like I could see just the clouds. It was just, and you know, kind of like today. It's like you see like a brief glimmer of like blue sky, and then it just immediately just gets covered back in by fog. It's like, I wonder, like, it's just on top of this mountain. So it's kind of curious. But we'll see what we see today. I'm excited just to be moving. It's a little chilly this morning with the fog and stuff. I'm sure we'll get warmed up here in a little bit. Alright, so here we are already back at the junction with Junkin Ridge. It took a lot less time coming down as it did going up last night. So this junction is at 0.4. Let's see what the other app is tracking. 0.44. So, yep, we'll take this. I wonder if like the whole length of Junkin Ridge looks like this. If anybody knows and would like to comment, please do. Because I'm planning on doing the whole Georgia loop. It's like a 50-mile or 60-mile loop in April or somewhere in there when it's still cooler. And like, because it makes a loop with the AT and the Bent Mackay or the BMT and this trail, Duncan Ridge, or the D. I think people were saying it was the DRT. So just, you know, if y'all got any pointers or tips about how to do that, and if y'all had like a favorite direction to go, I definitely would love to know. But for now, we'll just enjoy this little section that we're overlapping or doing as part of this Coosa Backcountry trail. He's a good girl. Hey. Seems like we're dropping below the cloud layer. So now we can kind of see the mountains. So I guess this cloud is just sitting right on top of Blood Mountain. Because I think this was around the time that we entered the clouds last night. Yeah, you can see so probably this morning we would have got sun if we'd been camped down here at this other spot. But it's cool just run around Blood Mountain and check out all the other campsites and stuff. Just kind of enjoy it without like the crowds and stuff. Because last time I was up there, it was just a madhouse, just people everywhere. So it was kind of nice just to have it to ourselves a little bit this morning. It's just so crazy. You can see the sun hitting in the valleys down there. I just checked. We're about 3.7 miles or so from Coosa. And from there, if we stay on Coosa, then it's going to be like 6.5 miles or so back to the car tomorrow. Halfway tempted to go to the next like camping area and stay there instead, just because I kind of would like to not be in the clouds tomorrow morning. And I'm thinking maybe like it may be another morning like this morning where the clouds are just sitting on top of the mountain. I was hoping to kind of be like above the clouds, not in the clouds. But anyway, and I say this trail here is really nice, Duncan Ridge Trail. At least this portion of it. I don't know if that's because it's popular, you know, for people to go from Vogel up to Blood Mountain. Kind of curious to see how the rest of the trail will look. Oh yeah, nice view here. You can see the sun hitting down at Vogel. 1.07. So this little water source here is at 1.11. Alright, so here we are back at the junction with the Coosa, and we're going to kind of stay straight up that way to stay on Coosa. So this is at 1.14. And there's that really nice campsite. And we probably would have had some morning sun this morning, I bet. That's a really nice campsite. Crazy. Anyway, alright, here we go. Start climbing a little bit. Nice nice view of the lake down at Vogel. This is at 1.33. It's funny, we walked past that, because right down there's the trail. We walked past that big rock, but I do not remember seeing that when we was walking up. It's like we're going to be walking back up into the clouds. The rock. So now we're kind of under the summit of Slaughter Mountain. That's where if you were one of those real ambitious peak baggers, you just bushwhack your way to the top. I ain't feeling that ambitious. So we kind of just passed where it looks like maybe people are going up. They're showing like a heat map trail here. That's at 1.68. So here at 1.72, there's like a little wet spot. Right now it's not flowing enough to get water though. This is at 1.86. Seems like we're near the other end of the heat map where people are going up the Summit Peak Bag Slaughter, but to be honest, I don't see a trail. Seems like the sun's trying to get through. And the trail has continued to be really nice. I don't think I've actually said that, but it's been pretty well like traveled. It's not overgrown or anything. I definitely don't think I'd want to do it in the summer though. It's like I feel like all these briars and stuff would have leaves and they'd grow, and probably the trail would get overgrown. So 2.11, there's a campsite to the left of the trail, but there's a few dead trees, like that's dead. There's a pine right there that's dead. Nice view through the trees. I don't know. And definitely nice, definitely a nice fire pit. Some Seems like everybody's setting up in here. Cool. Really nice. Other than the dead trees. I mean, I don't think I would camp here personally. Because it looks like there's a branch right in there that's like hanging. I mean, you could probably maybe set up like over there if you're in a hammock. Seems like that's where people are setting up their tents at. Anyway, pretty cool. I was gonna take a break here, but with that wind, it's a little chilly to stop, so I might get a little below the ridge and just take a short little trail break. Back up in the clouds. I think from now, for a while, for the next bit, we'll be descending, and then we'll have the ascent to Coosa. So I may go ahead and eat my bar. That way it can kind of be digesting before we start climbing. So, kind of see off the ridge looking west now. It seems like the clouds are staying up here on the mountaintops this morning. One thing I will note is with using the 1 liter smart water bottle, or whatever that is, 750, 1 liter, whatever. It's a little bit taller, so I can actually reach back and grab my electrolytes and put them back. So that's actually nice. Whew. So I was just kind of drinking in some electrolytes and kind of trying to figure out when I'll take my snack break, because we're about 2.68 from probably about 2.6 miles from Coosa, and like I think it's 1,000 feet elevation gain. So I'm just trying to figure out how to break up where I can snack and not be so sluggish going uphill. This in here would be a nice little campsite if it's cleared out a little. Oh, I see some blue sky. Let's see, or it's Wolf Pen Ridge or something, maybe. Oh, it's Wildcat Knob, that's what it is. Okay. And then Coosa is behind that. Okay. Gosh, that was slippery. A big rock. Tell you what, this would be a tough little climb. Going the opposite direction. Nice view. Wildcat, and I'm assuming Coosa is behind it in the clouds. Just passed a couple of guys. They stayed at Coosa last night and they said they were in the clouds all night too, so I think that kind of solidifies dropping down off the ridge for tonight, because I think it's just going to be another foggy kind of day. I think I could be wrong and I may regret that decision. We'll see what it looks like when we get over there, because I mean, it does look like the clouds are lifting, but that doesn't mean that they'll stay lifted. But I think it was only going to add like another 1.5 or 2 miles to the Calf Stomp Gap thing. So hopefully nobody's there. But like I say, if the campsite is really nice at Coosa, we may just stay there. But I just really don't have a solid plan. Shocker, I know. But, so I'd love to get to camp like really early so I can set my tarp up and leave the doors open and let it kind of dry out. Same thing with my underquilt, be able to like hang it up and let it kind of get dried out. Oh, we'll just see. See where we land. So 2.56, there's a little step over across the trail. Because I will say, like, my biggest worry about dropping off the ridge is that may be where everybody else camps too. So, like I say, we'll just see. Really have enjoyed the trail. As much struggles as I've had, like, the trail itself has been fantastic. With some really nice campsites. Ooh, poison vine. Yeah, just really enjoyed it. I mean, like the trail itself is really nice. Like, it's not super like rooty and just uneven and stuff. So it's been a really nice hiking trail. I can see why people trail run it. So I think they do some sort of trail race or something. But don't hold me to that. I thought I saw something like a YouTube thing or something. I definitely starting to feel warmer down here since we've been dropping. That is definitely one busy road. So I'm pretty sure that's the same road we drive in on, you know, coming over mountain crossings, Neil Gap, down to Vogel. I think it's that road, 129 or something like that. I think it's like Gainesville Highway, maybe? No, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's a busy road. I've been hearing traffic I think pretty much like non-stop. Yeah, 180. Yeah, like you can get to it off 129. Really, I don't know if this is actually doing this trail justice, just how steep this little descent is. Because I know, like, everybody was talking about the climb up was rough, so. And I checked the, like, elevation, and that's why I chose to go clockwise. Was because the elevation gain was a little more spread out. Because, like, I think the first day, like, if we went counterclockwise, it would have been, like, over 3,000 feet up to Coosa. So I just knew I didn't want to do that. And it just seemed like there was more climbing going counterclockwise. I was just sitting there on the trail for a little bit, just soaking in the view. Apparently Sally's gonna soak in the view right here. What you doing? You stopped. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, you need a butt scratch. You need a butt scratch. Yeah, you need that butt scratch. I tell you what, I love the temperature right now. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's not on the map, but it's just south of Wolfpen Gap. Well, it don't look too bad. Definitely set a tent right here. You got a good, really good fire ring. Not, I don't know. You might could set up a hammock here, but it would have to be a short one. And you got a nice fire ring here. Extra rocks to make it taller. Huh. Almost looks like an old road or something. Well, you can kind of see. Since we're a couple miles from Coosa, I'm just going to go ahead and have my bar. And have some raspberry element. So we stopped here and had a snack break. I was hoping we'd get some sun sitting here, but no such luck. Anyway, I gave Sally a beef stick. And I had the mescla bar and half of my fruit snacks, some element, and a little bit of water. And now I'm chewing some gum. So, about, I think, 2 miles to Coosa, about 1,000 feet. So not too bad, but no doubt I will be huffing and puffing. So, tell you what, this road, I think it's 180. I mean, it's just been endless, like, cars doing that. There's the sun. And like I said, like I look up and I see a little bit of blue sky, and then it just disappears. There's a few cars down here in the parking area. Oh gosh, that sun feels so nice. Well, it's a nice view here. And this nice view is at 2.88. This sure looks like an old road or something. Man, that sun makes all the difference. It's so much warmer when it shines. I'll be honest, where I was stopped back there eating, like I was like getting cold. That's why I've got my hood up and my sleeves pulled back down. It's because I got cold. But just that sun is definitely helping. Of course, this climate will definitely warm me up, but from here it's 8.6 to Vogel. Onward and upward. Well, at least somebody's got a sense of humor. Sally, over here. So 2.98, we crossed Wolfpan Gap. As you can see, good sized parking area. The forestry road. And the trail starts climbing. Oh, that sun feels so good. So I think this climb was about 300 feet or so. And then you kind of go into a gap and then make the final 500 or 600 foot climb up to Coosa. So, just gonna take our time, slow and steady, or just slow. Seems like the clouds are still sitting on top of the mountain up there. So I'm pretty sure this right here is Slaughter Mountain, where we were at earlier. It's funny, like, there must be a lot of people that come up here to train for the AT or something, because twice now on this trip, people ask me, are you training? Are you training? I'm like, no, just out for the weekend. I just think it's funny. Oh, I need to be training. Let's go, Sal. So far, the climb up this has not been bad. The switchbacks help a ton. Makes it moderate. But I've been looking at the topographic map, and the next climb is not going to be so gentle. It's going to be straight up. So, just enjoying this while we can. But I did check the radar, and it didn't show any storms or rain, so hopefully it's just clouds. It's kind of weird. I wonder if the trail used to go across that way. Blue blaze. And this is a cool view through the trees. So we're just below, I think, Wildcat Knob. Yeah. This right here looks like kind of an old road too. Kind of flat. I think that right there in front of us is Coosa. It looks like clouds kind of sitting on top of it still. So I am seriously considering just going to Coosa and then dropping off the ridge for the night. I gotta be a little over 2 miles to the next campsite. So it's only 118, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, just beautiful right now with the cloud layer and the sun. Definitely think I like that. I'm glad we're doing this now with the leaves off, so I don't think this would be as as enjoyable, because at least now, you know, like with the views, that makes it a little more enjoyable. I think if it was just a green tunnel or fully leafed out, it just wouldn't be as much. For me, it wouldn't be as much fun. I'm a sucker for some views. I love the views. So, man, I really enjoyed this last climb. Just the switchbacks and everything that made it nice. But ahead of us is Coosa, the trail's namesake, I'm assuming. And yeah, it's much less switchbacked and much more straight up. We'll just take our time. I think we're less than a mile from the summit, so not too bad. I think it's like 400 and some feet. I think this is the same forestry road that we saw from down there in at that last road crossing. So this road is at 4.22. This is Wildcat Gap. And as you can see, I mean, like, it's just straight up. I don't know if I said this is at 4.24. I think Sally's gonna lead the way on the stairs. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Making it look easy. It's a lot gentler on my legs than just straight incline is. Kind of looks like there's been a fire in here. Like char. Whew. Man. I mean, that climb wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still kicking my butt. So, here we're at the junction where the Coosa Trail takes a right, and we'll probably do that maybe. We'll see what the campsite looks like up here, but I'm afraid we'll be in the clouds again. 4.66, but we're going to stay on Duncan Ridge Trail for a minute to go out to Coosa. Come on, Sally, we ain't going that way yet, because I'm not really sure where the campsite is. But like I say, we may drop off the ridge a little bit. One of the campsites over there. I thought it was up here closer to the Bald summit. I hear people. I'm gonna keep climbing and climbing some more. Here's one fire ring. So we just passed the summit, but I'm letting that guy kind of enjoy his hard-earned reward there. I'm trying to decide if I want to stay here or if I want to push. I mean, it's not really a push, but it's like, I'm just like, man, this city, awesome for a sunset up there and sunrise maybe. Got a nice fire pit here, plenty of wood. Got a little log for sitting or resting against. Man, this is tempting, I ain't gonna lie. trying to figure out where I might could set up my hammock. I could probably set up right here between these two trees. That's the only problem is, like, if I do a fire, I don't have the extra, really a ton of water to, like, make sure it's out. Of course, if it rains, that'll help. I'm gonna sit here and think about it. Nice little camping area. We're going to keep going. I'm gonna drop off the ridge a little bit because I just think the clouds are going to set back in. But this is at 4.9, so we passed the summit probably about 4.8 something, which I should get a little spot for a tent. But like I don't know. Really just really want to drop off the ridge. There's just something telling me I need to drop off the ridge. So anyway, you pass the summit here. Real nice view here. That's funny, there's a survey marker for here. I still haven't found the one on Blood. This is a really nice view. I do think it'd be a good sunset view for sure. And I don't know why I thought it faced east, but this actually does face west. Real nice view. Alright, so we'll head back down and take the the Coosa Backcountry trail down, and we'll see what other campsites we see. At 4.94, we're headed back down. Because the other thing I was worried about was the way I would have had to set up my tarp and hammock and stuff. Hang on. I wonder if they were using the plastic ones or if the plastic is newer than the paint. Anyway, it would have been, the way the wind's blowing right now, it would have been hitting my tarp broadside, and I'd rather it hit the ends. Especially to help kind of dry it out. So we'll just make our way back down. Plus too, I really want to have a fire. If it's not going to rain, I want to have a fire. And looking at the map, the next gap has water seemingly close. We'll see. So that way, you know, if it doesn't rain a ton, I can put out my fire. So. And it'll be less miles we do tomorrow, so maybe I can actually do the nature trail. I don't know how long that nature trail was, but just feels good to be going down for a little while. How long I say that, I don't know. This was one heck of a slog up this hill to go up there. It is worth it though, I think. Like I say, I'm just really, that's not good. Branch hanging over the trail. Yeah, so just hopefully down here is nice. It looked nice on the one or two pictures I saw, but it is off of a road, and I don't know how busy that road is. So anyway, we'll just make our way down. And we got plenty of daylight, so it's not like we're in a big rush. But I do want to kind of get camp a little early, just again, so I can air out everything. I just feel like up there, I think the clouds was going to probably set back on the mountain and wouldn't have a view. So, and I would hate to be up there and then not have a view. we'll just see. We'll see what the other campsites look like, because all the campsites on this loop have been pretty nice looking. So the only one I didn't like was the one past Slaughter Mountain, and I thought it would be a really nice one, but it's just kind of had a couple of dead trees and stuff. But I guess we were desperate. So we're officially getting off the Duncan Ridge Trail now, and we are at 5.14. We'll take the Coosa Backcountry Trail down the mountain. Is that just a view? It's just a view. At 5.18. Oh, right, here's a nice little campsite. Well, this is tempting too. I can at least orient my tarp the way I wanted to. Definitely plenty of wood. Nice, kind of nice fire pit wood. I wonder if this is where those guys stayed last night. This is really nice though. Nice little camp spot. I think I'm gonna keep going. I don't like how full that fire ring is. But that campsite's at. And there's room here for tent, hammock. Cause I feel like you could probably set up a hammock between like these two trees. I was like, this is it. 5.19. I don't know if y'all can see that. Start making our way down the ridge, I guess. I probably should have took a break right there. Definitely not near as much wind once you drop off the ridge here. Well, these are some dead looking trees. I'm really enjoying these views off of this ridge. I'm enjoying the rest of my fruit snacks. I will say I don't have too much cell phone signal. I didn't have much up at Coosa, and I checked our minute ago and I got like 1 bar, but it's not really loading anything. So I don't know if we'll have any further down or not. But, man, I'm just so glad the sun came out. I'm just so glad we're going downhill. Perfect hiking temperatures too. They got a dog. Okay. Oh man, does anybody else love downhill as much as me? I mean, I'm just enjoying these views. The weather is nice. Did I mention I'm going downhill? Man, it's absolutely perfect afternoon. definitely warmer on this side of the mountain for sure. There's not as much of a breeze. And it's just so quiet. I will say this is a lot rockier than what the Duncan Ridge Trail was. It's a little more technical. So now we're kind of down in this valley. I think this is Wolf Branch or something. But I think we can just walk like an eighth of a mile from the campsite and go get water. So I'm not going to worry about carrying it. It's Calf Stomp Branch. I misspoke. And this is at... Sally, do you need to go get water? 5.81. This is across the trail. 5.88. Nice full over there. Halfway tempted to get it up here so I don't have to do anything extra when I get to camp. I really want to get to camp and get this tarp set up. This here looks like an old road too. Alright, so I think this is the gap. And I don't see anybody, so hopefully this is our camp for the night. Calf Stomp Gap. So, assuming this is a forestry road, I don't know how used it is. Anyway, oh yeah, we're camping here. I mean, there are some dead trees, but oh, I wonder if there's a campsite out there on that little hill. Wouldn't that be nice? Let's go out there and check it out. So we're at this point at 6.25. Nice little fire pit here. Nice. Just a lot of dead trees though. That makes me nervous. So I will say, I think, yeah, the trail goes right there. So we're kind of going off trail because I'm hoping that there's going to be a campsite up here on this little knoll. That would be super awesome. I just don't feel like there'd be a path this worn if it wasn't something up here. I don't feel like a bathroom trail would be this worn. Oh, is it a campsite? Oh, nice. This looks so awesome. Oh yeah, we are camping here, people. We found camp. Oh man, nice fire ring. There's some dead wood here we can scrounge up. I can hang probably between these two trees. Man, maybe even over here somewhere. So this is at 6.32. Just kind of. Alright, yeah, we'll set up camp up here. So we can always get out of the hammock and walk out that way to kind of see sunrise in the morning. Or we could set up between these two trees maybe. I wonder if that tree's gonna be in the way. So as you can see, we've got stuff just pretty much scattered everywhere. I got my mat over there. I've got all my clothes and like stuff that was wet hanging off the tree. I got my hammock and quilts airing out. Got the tarp airing out. Fixing to set up Sally's dog tent. I wonder if I can just hang it off of that. Anyway, yeah. So nice little campsite here. And we'll probably start working on building a fire so we can have that this evening. Thinking about taking some of these in the front and moving them to the back so that way we have a little more wind protection. But not a bad fire ring, got plenty of firewood around. So yeah, this is home for the night. I'm ecstatic over this campsite. Like, I really like it. I like the view. It's quiet. It's not wet. Not up in the clouds. And yeah, I just feel like maybe we'll have a good just early morning sun tomorrow if the sun's out in the morning. But you know, we'll get Sally's dog tent kind of set up. And I want to kind of have to wait on my hammock to kind of air out because it's dried out pretty good though. Alright, so I'm gonna have my monk food bar. This is the same flavor I had this morning, but I really don't want to eat my protein cookie tonight. I'd rather eat it tomorrow before we start hiking. And I've got protein coffee for tomorrow, so I'm gonna have this, my hot chocolate, and maybe a dessert, and that'll be it for the day. But we'll go ahead and go get water. That way I don't have to do it tomorrow. And I think that's it. Got the fire, got a little pile of kindling, got a bigger pile of wood, and then we got some bigger pieces over there if we need them. But man, I mean, I can't get over this campsite. It's great. Plenty of firewood. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and get the hammock and everything kind of situated before we go get water, but I honestly have no clue what time it is right now. I mean, the tarp has really dried out since we hung it up. So I definitely feel like we could probably go ahead and hang the hammock in here. So yeah, it's like we got a couple hours of daylight left. I think it was like an eighth of a mile back down the trail and then take a right, I think. Alright, so we're gonna go off and search for wood, or not wood, water. That's a good piece of wood right there. So, see, I got a pile of wood here, maybe a pile in there. Got everything mostly like organized as far as like the hammock and all that, but I figured I'd just go ahead and get water because I drank a lot more than I thought I did because I'd almost finished my bladder. So okay, so we're currently here on this little hill. Looks like water is down to the right, so I just started the track. So let's see how far this is. So I went ahead and filtered the 1 liter that I'd saved from this morning and put that in my hydration bladder, but I think I'm gonna put another like half a liter or so. Plus I got my bottle that I want to mix up my element for in the morning, and just go ahead and filter the water for that. I should have brought my coffee cup and went ahead and put water in for that, but I don't think that's a big deal. And then I got my 2 liter Canuck, how do you say it? The purple bag that I use the Sawyer on. So beautiful evening. It is starting to cool down a little bit, so I'll be excited when we get back to camp and I can put my shorts, my pants, and all that on. And now, like, I hear the water, so I mean it can't be far. And I definitely like that spot up there. It's really nice. This down here would be nice if it wasn't so dead. Almost got excited. I was like, oh, is that a fork? It's bad that I would seriously consider using a fork that I found on the ground. So I think we just follow this road. Yeah, 0.08 from camp. Of course, that's how we came down. Well, there's some good pieces of wood. Halfway tempted to get at least a piece or two and carry it up to the campsite. I think those are frog eggs. That is too cool. Somebody wants to. Pretty sure that's frog eggs. What'd that stick do to you? Man, these are some good pieces of wood. You definitely wouldn't be lacking for firewood. These are some dense pieces. I may carry a couple or 3 of these back. I'm assuming the stream's up here where all the greenery's at. Yeah, so here's the stream. This is at 0.23. So the best place I found is out here beside this culvert. It's dropping pretty good there. Pretty easy to feel. Well, looks like somebody's had a campfire here. I don't know where you would camp at. I guess you could camp in a hammock here somewhere. So anyway, make our way back to camp. I may not film too much coming back because I'm going to be carrying firewood. Okay, get. I mean, this is a rock solid piece of wood here. I think I saw a couple more, so definitely be carrying some wood. Sally's only carrying her stick. No, you can't have my sticks. You get your own stick. here we are. Home sweet home. Oh, that's gonna be a good fire. Okay. Time to drink some hot chocolate and we might. Let's see, for now, I just need to focus on cooking, getting our extra layers on. So here's camp. Of course, here's where I'll sit by the fire for a little while, make my hot chocolate, and put the tarp up. Everything pretty much dried out, so I'm happy about that. Because I just love the setting sun on the ridges and stuff. Oh, there's a good piece of wood right there. Beautiful. And I will say too, I got these Adidas pants at REI. I think they're like a running pant. I don't think they're windproof, but they do block the wind a good bit. And I got these over my Alpha joggers, and it definitely seems to make a difference when just sitting by the fire and just sitting around and stuff. It seems like I stay warmer, like it, you know, because this Alpha stuff, it breathes real well, but if you start getting cold, you need like a shell over it. But anyway, just beautiful evening. So much better than last night. Sally's already wolfed down her food. Just outstanding day. Really enjoyed it. So pretty. So I'm glad we got up here and was able to kind of take our time setting up and all that. Got the fire kind of started. Man. You can see I'm kind of smoking out the valley right now. There's the moon. Alright, Sally is somewhere off in the Never Never Land laying down, fixing to call her in. Man, I wish y'all could see the night city lights in the valley. It's so cool. This is a really nice campsite. But you see, I got the Trail Palace all lit up. So, when I say, I don't know if y'all can actually see that or not. That's Sally's dog tent. Anyway, we'll call it a night. Just great day on trail. Really enjoyed today. Enjoyed being by the fire. I had a good fire. This is probably one of the better fires I've had in a while. So, I mean, there's plenty of wood up here, so it wasn't hard to find wood, and it's good pine wood, so it's a little bit slower burning. So yeah, it's slow after 9. I think I started the fire like about 5:40 or something. So had it going for a while. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely glad I got those 3 or 4 logs coming back. That definitely helped because I think they burned just a little bit slower. But anyway, we'll get Sally over here and we'll call it a night. I'll see y'all in the morning.